Hello, Mr. Gregory. I have your 6139 6009 notch resist here. This was your watch that you bought to replace one that you had lost earlier in 1980. If I'm interpreting your email correctly. Sorry, I'm looking through all the details on the email right there. Regardless, it got some water inside and you started working on it, and you decided to stop trying to do that and instead send it here to me. So my job is going to be to build a complete running watch out of a mixture of parts. You have a series of new parts from a seller named Seiko, whom I've done business with before. And you have the original parts as well. Okay, so here's your handset. One thing you had mentioned a couple of times was that your original two-part sweep hand, which you have, was, sorry, I'm trying to get this here, was mangled, quote unquote mangled. I don't see how this is mangled. It's a little bent down towards here. I'll do my best to flatten that out. When you said mangled, I'm like, I expected it to be going like brink and all like tweaked and really rippled and messed up. That's not bad. It's just it just needs to be flattened out. I can't make it perfect, but I can certainly improve it. This hand right there, that's tweaked some. I'll do my best to flatten that. The only problem is you can see the lume is cracked right there. And you got a dink down there. So what I'll need to do, thankfully the lume is white and clean and I won't have to try to clean that. I'll put a clear binder on the underneath of the hand to hold this lume together, and then I'll work to flatten this out. I'll do my best. These tend to, because of their high reflective nature, they tend to show where these kind of dinks are. I'll do my best to flatten it out, but first I'm going to have to firm up that lume. Your minute hand. I'm sorry, your hour hand, if I could get this to flip over. A little doink there. Not bad, and the lume's in good condition, so that's what's important. Minute counter hand looks good. I don't know, I'd say your handset, I've seen worse, let me put it that way. We've got, let's see, we got us a winding bridge with screws in here. You sent us, these are non-Seiko replacement springs. They should work. They just have an extra coil around the bottom. It's a little more finished than what Seiko's does. So in a way, these are slightly nicer. My gasket sets that I use are Viton. I don't know that Seikos's are Viton, but I can certainly install these for you. You see, we got us a crown and a stem, which is missing. Wait, is the spring? There's no spring there. So I'll have to replace that spring unless you provided one. There's the winding bridge seat. Okay, got that. You said it's got an NOS chronograph wheel in here, and the old one is here. Okay, well, we've got that. This is an NOS transmission wheel. I gather yours was probably rusty. And we have a Pogue style weight. It's got some brassing on it. Movement ring spring is missing. It's simply gone. So we'll have to see if I've got one of those. Let's get this open. what we're going to find in here. Okay, so you've reassembled a lot of the movement. What is going on in here? We have another movement ring spring. Also missing, I'm sorry, we have another movement ring, but no spring. Okay, well, there's no way for me to ascertain the running condition of the watch. We're just going to have to go for it. So what I will be doing is just stripping this down and going from there. Where's your dial ring? Okay, you're missing a dial ring. I don't see it here in your stuff. That would explain why this is flopping around inside the movement. And I'll need to replace the dial ring because the dial ring's gone. And I don't see it in your material here. Close these hands back up. Oh, you do have a couple more parts. Pull lever. And what looks like an aftermarket insert. I haven't had a lot of luck replacing inserts. They tend to look a little funky, and these are because they're made differently than the Seiko originals. I'll definitely give it a whirl for you. I'm just a little hesitant about it because, again, I haven't had a huge amount of luck doing that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that spring. I'll find the other button, which is right here. That spring looks fine to me. That's like the least notchy notch crown I've ever seen. Interesting. Okay, well, I've certainly got my work cut out for me. Should be an interesting challenge. I don't think I have any questions for you right at this time. I'm just going to build the best possible watch I can out of this stuff. I'll replace the parts that are gone. It always makes me a little nervous to go into a movement that's been partially disassembled and then reassembled, because I don't know what I'm going to be dealing with right off the top of my head, but we can do it. Any case, that's about it. Let me know questions you've got, and thank you very much.